Everybody, it's Pam from Nana's Crafting Cottage back with you again today. First of all, thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. And welcome back to all my current subscribers. I appreciate all of you. Okay, today we are going to work on a project that I have done before on video with this extra heavy parchment paper, and I got this on Amazon. And it shows it's 45 GSM, so it's pretty thick. It is 12 inches by 16 inches, and that's a sheet that we are going to use today. So let me pull one out. Oh, you day. I hope everyone is good this morning. Woke up to some more rain. We're in Northwest Oregon, so yeah, this is the typical weather time. Okay, so I learned this on none other than Angela Kerr Designs, and I had to do it again. I did one other one in just a vintage theme here a while back, and I thought I'd go through all the steps with you for this Christmas one. So what I did is you have your 16 inches this way and your 12 inches this way. You fold it in half lengthwise, and you get it as exact as possible. Use your bone folder or back of a butter knife or your scissor handles, whatever you have, and crease it really good. Okay, so we have that. Turn it around and fold it in half the other direction, and do it as perfect as possible. Also, let me get this scooted up in frame here. It's early, it's still dark out. I have my warm house coat on and my socks, warm socks and PJs. Yeah, yep, doing this in my PJs. Why not? Okay, so now we have something like this that is 8 inches by 6 inches. Okay, so take this top portion here and fold it back on itself and score it or crease it really good. Burnish it, rather. Hang on to it so it doesn't slip around. It's pretty slippery. And turn it over and take it back on itself on the other side. Okay. Get it as perfect as possible and burnish it really good. So you have nice burnished edges. Then what I did was I took it to the sewing machine. You don't have to. You can glue it right on the edge to close it all up. If you don't want to close it all up, then just glue on two sides or on, you know, no sides. See, some of these, this is where they meet, and some of these are folded, so you don't have to glue there. But what I did was I took it to the sewing machine and I started at the top where the edges meet. I started there and went across and then down and around, because the last time I did it, I started at a closed end and it started slipping around on me. So I decided to nip that in the bud, and that's the direction I went. So when I was done with that, let me put this piece aside. I'll use that for another project. I came up with this piece that was, it's all stitched around, and I just went straight across, down, straight across, up. That's all I did. And you have these nice folds and pages and such. So then I took my papers and I measured them, because I went so nice and close to the edge of this, you can tell there, which is about 1/8 of an inch around, maybe a little bit less. I could measure all of my pages the same, which was 5 5/8 in length and 3 3/4 inch in width, so that all of them fit very well. I just cut this first one and then I just measured it to all the other pages, and I was able to cut all of them the same size. Yay! So that's what I will be using to decorate. Now I did ink all my pages so far with the Vintage Photo Oxide here. I started to do it on here and I thought, why? You can't even see it, and it's really not necessary. And I'm not going super dark. I just want to have, you know, some nice distressed edges on my pieces. So what I will do first is get these glued down. So I went ahead and chose the different pages that I wanted, and got them clipped together. So I'll have these clips to deal with, which is fine. But anyway, yeah. So I hope, oh, also the glue that I'm going to use on here is going to be my Fabrifix, or 3-in-1 if you have it, or Fabri-Tac. They're all about the same, because the last one I made, and you may remember if you saw that video, I used art glitter glue and it did not stay because of the little bit of slickness of the baking paper, the parchment paper. So I'm going to go straight with the Fabrifix, or if you have 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac, it's all the same. So that's what I'm going to do this time around. I can open this up. My hands are not, they're kind of weak this morning. I've been busy. So I'll start out getting these glued on, and then I will go off camera and finish it and then come back to you. But I wanted to get you started on this project. Really easy project. And if you don't have the parchment baking sheets, you can use paper. Just add paper to the length if you wanted to, or just leave it as is and do a smaller version of it. Okay. It'll still come out beautiful. Okay. Get that on nice and even. And thankfully you have some time to be able to play with your paper to get it exactly where you want it on the sheet. And I just rub it down really good so it'll adhere real well. And I'm going to go with the next one, which is here. So I really appreciate all your kind comments on my last video when I did my flip through of my Christmas journal, my design team project. I had so much fun with that, and like I said on the video, I had a very hard time stopping, but it was getting so chubby that I had to stop. And fortunately, I did the cover after I decorated my pages. Yeah, I did that purposely because I knew I would be in a bad way if I did it the other way around. Now some of these are going to be a little, just a pinch narrower than some of the others, just based on the folds and the stitching, but I don't care. That's fine. It'll work out just fine. Okay. Then the next one, and I'll get this off of here. I just did these so that I could, make it go just a little bit faster, figuring out what I wanted. Now I do have all my stuff around me for decorating, and yeah, so I do have that, and I'm really hoping and praying that this glue will work out better than the art glitter glue last time, because it was just like popping right off, and I was like, no, don't do that. It's about like gluing on glassine, only on glassine the art glitter glue works perfectly fine. So I don't know. I'm just going to put enough glue on here to just make it stay down. And it is pouring outside. I mean, dumping rain. It has been for a few days now. And as most of you know, if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you'll know that I do have chickens. And so we have it fixed so that the water will run away from the run instead of going into the run that it was doing last year, which was a nightmare. Nightmare. It was awful. It was awful trying to get it figured out, but my husband got it figured out, and we got that taken care of for this year. Thank the Lord. Oh, it was awful last year. But then this year we had some friendly little moles or gophers or whatever showing up and trying to get into the run, but we have wire there, hardware cloth, so they're like, can't get in there. And so I had to take matters into our own hands, and I'm not seeing any evidence of them for the last few days, so hopefully we've taken care of that situation. It was new this year. After all these years of having chickens and living here over 31, 32 years, never had that issue, ever. Yeah, until recently. Yeah, so I found all kinds of holes in the neighbors' yards next to us and such, so I went ahead and took care of those for them too. So, yeah. And I haven't seen any evidence of them anymore, so I am happy about that. Okay, I am going to go off camera now and finish doing the gluing down, and then I'll be back. Okay, I've got all the panels glued on, and I've got it clipped where I want to put certain things. So the front here, I wanted to put this scrap of lace. I'm trying to find the right side here. I think it's right there. That one would fit there. And this can go here. These little kids, aren't they adorable? They're so cute. And I think I'll do it like that. So I go ahead and ink it all up real quick. Quick like a bunny. And then get it glued down. And for gluing the paper to paper, you can either stick with your Fabrifix or 3-in-1 glue, or you could change to the art glitter glue because it is paper to paper, and I do trust the art glitter glue big time for that. That's my glue of choice normally for paper. For laces and that, I do use my Fabrifix. I trust that more for that than anything else. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this lace down here, and I'll just follow that line right there. Okay. So what are you guys working on? Are you working on Christmas journals or just things in general as far as, you know, ephemera or cards or anything like that? I'm not making cards this year. I've done in the past, and yeah, it's just things are different, and so I'm not going to make them this year. I'm just going to give the ones I have on hand that are store-bought that I've had for quite a while, because they are a lot of work, especially if I get started on them and I want to put everything on them, and then it takes me forever. Plus, we don't have that many. There's just a few. So, yeah, I'm just not going to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down. And these pieces are from various shops. I have a lot of shops that I follow on Etsy, and looking for my tweezers. Here we go. So I just take, you know, some from here, some from there, and just do it that way. Okay, there we go. And these little kids are so darn cute. And I just grabbed this one and laid it down yesterday, just kind of getting an idea, and I was like, oh, I want them on the front. I'm considering this the front anyway, because the top one is going to open from the right. And I'm right-handed, so just stands to reason. Okay, so let's go ahead there. And I thought I'd bring you along for some of the decorating of this. Kind of give you an idea of how nicely this little booklet decorates up. Yeah, but again, I really appreciate all your kind comments on my last video. It really made me feel good. I was having such a fun time with that project that, yeah, I had a hard time stopping. Of course, naturally. Let's see, let's see, snow, and let's see, let's get some greenery here. I've got all kinds of stuff here. That I want to use. And so, yeah, I just do I want that there? I don't know. Do I? Do I? Maybe not. I have all these other different labels here. I don't like that. This, like that. And I do have these enamel dots here. I think I'll put some of those down first. I got these at the scrapbook convention, some years back, and it's from Eyelet Outlet and Brad's. So there's the name of it. And yeah, it's just www.eyeletoutlet.com, and they have tons of stuff that I really, really enjoy using. Oh, crash bang, there goes everything. Oh, yes. If you guys' room is like mine, then welcome to the party. Oh, my. My sister, the crafting auntie, sent me a picture of her desk, and I go, huh, looks like mine. Yep. You're right up there with the rest of us. So, yeah. Of course, you got to have everything out here to do things with, right? Yes, you do. Why not? That's just how it is. Okay, now hopefully everything will stay the way I want it to. That's the next battle. Where's my, there we go. Losing track of my stuff here. And this is around the Christmas tree. It's a music around the Christmas tree. Of course, I can't read it. It's way too small. But it's music nonetheless. So hopefully this kind of inspires you to try this kind of project. Something simple. And if you don't put a lot of bulky things in here, you can slip it into your journal in a pocket. Ooh, I may put this in one of my lacy pockets in my Christmas journal. Ah, that just triggered something in my mind. Yep, I think I'll do that because I didn't have anything yet to put in there. And I don't know if I'm going to sell my Christmas journal or if I'm going to give it away. I don't know. I do not know. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and grab Nutcracker. Why not? It came up good. Okay. Yep. Okay. So let's start putting them down. So yeah, we're getting tons of rain, and my girls are staying high and dry with how my husband fixed it earlier this year. So, yep. We had a good test here some months back. Had a storm roll through, so, and it worked very well. So, and I'm just keeping an eye on it. They're molting right now. Oh my goodness, the poor little dears. Two of my girls are like porcupines. Literally, because of all the new feathers coming in, and yeah, they're miserable. I let them out for a little bit yesterday. They came out for just a bit and then went right back in. It was sunny out and stuff, so I thought maybe they would want to come out and just kind of rummage around a little bit, but they were not too horribly interested in it. They were just trying to stay comfortable, I guess. Yeah, so poor little babies. I feel so sorry for them. And you don't want to be handling them when they are molting, because the emerging pin feathers are very painful to them. So they just kind of rest, and they don't run around an awful lot. They're busy getting the pin feathers broken through. So I have tons of feather shafts in there, which is fine. I mean, it's just like a little waxy piece coming off of there as it comes in. So it's no big whoop, and you can't really clean them up. I have sand both in the run and in the coop, but you can't scoop them up. I mean, they're just too tiny. But yeah, so I've been busy with tending to them, making sure they're comfortable and dry. And then we're going to be leaving for our son and daughter-in-law's house in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, a couple days before Thanksgiving. So I have a chicken sitter coming over. A friend from church, she offered to do it, and so that was a real blessing. Okay, what shall we do on this guy? These are some ruffles paper ruffles that I made. I just sat there one evening and took my scraps and just folded them and glued them, and then I just zigzagged in the red thread here not long ago. So I thought, well, I'll use some of those on there. Why not? Why not? Okay. I think I'll just use maybe one of those. And let's get some red in here. And some holly. These are die cuts from the Tim Holtz holiday ferns, I think, or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. And then I also cut some out from the wildflower die set. The first one. There's 2 or 3. I think there's 3 of them now. Yeah, I thought I'd use these little kids on this project today because they are so adorable and very vintage. And I wanted this project to be more vintage instead of glitzy like my Christmas journal. So yeah. I'm going to put him there, that, and let's see, I'll move him over. I like to connect the pieces, and so that's kind of why I wanted to have you along with me to do some of the decorating, just to kind of show you how I go about it. Yeah, just very simple decorating. It's not going to be a whole lot. Let's see, I wanted to put some trim on the bottom of this. And this trim I think I got it at Joann's. I can't remember. I've had it for quite a while. So I think I'll put that down first. Yep. I'll cut it there. I feel a sneeze coming on. I've been really fighting a cold lately, my husband and I both. And so, yeah. I think I'll go off camera for just a minute and get this together and see if I'm going to sneeze. And I'll be right back. Okay. I just got this one done. So that's how it came out. And then I'll just continue on. I'm going to continue on with this off camera, and then I'll be back when I'm all done, so I'm not taking a whole lot of your time. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I got this all decorated up. I'll probably add a few things here and there, but here's the front page. And I just added a couple bows here and there, and decorated with die cuts and some digital Christmas words, and of course the little kids, and ruffles and labels and scrap material. These are all scraps. In fact, the background pages are all of scraps as well. And here, cute little kids. Very cute. And these are cut out from just a page of tin soldiers. I just cut them out of my cardstock that I had here. And here. And there. So there you are. It fans out to something really pretty. So yeah. So hopefully you give this a try, guys, and show me when you do. Put it on my Nana's Crafting Cottage Facebook page or on my Instagram, the same name, and I would love to see them. So you guys have a wonderful day, and remember, next week I got glue all over me. Next week starts one day a week of videos, and that's on Thursdays. So I will see you next Thursday. You guys take care and stay healthy and have a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.